we go, guys.
Good afternoon. All right, everyone good? Good afternoon. I'm Chief Terry Monahan, the Chief of Department. The information I'm about to share with you is preliminary and subject to change, as this incident just happened a couple hours ago. At approximately 11 a.m. today, officers from the 4-4 precinct were made aware of a stolen vehicle wanted in connection to a violent citywide robbery pattern that was located in the vicinity of 162nd Street and Sheridan Avenue. The pattern was being actively investigated by our Central Robbery Division and involved a violent crime spree that went across 3 boroughs. It began yesterday morning at 6 a.m. in the 41st Precinct. The subjects carjacked a car there and then drove down to the 13th Precinct in Manhattan, where they committed another robbery. The suspects then drove into the 61st Precinct in Brooklyn, where they committed an additional 2 robberies, leaving the scene of an accident, and then carjacked another vehicle, a black Hyundai Sonata, which is right behind us here on 162nd and Sheridan Avenue. This car was being tracked by our Central Robbery Division using our domain awareness system. A license plate reader connected to this system triggered an alert for the vehicle here in the 4-4 precinct just before 11 a.m. This alert was brought to the attention of 4-4 precinct personnel, who began a search for the vehicle in this vicinity. Moments later, uniformed officers from the 4-4 precinct observed the vehicle double parked in front of 909 Sheridan Avenue. They also observed 3 individuals approach the vehicle and enter. At this time, the officers approached the vehicle. One of the uniformed officers approached the vehicle from the driver's side. The suspect's vehicle suddenly began to drive in reverse, pinning the officer between the suspect vehicle and another parked vehicle. The officer then discharged her service weapon in the direction of the vehicle, striking the driver. The vehicle came to a stop, and all 3 occupants of the vehicle were taken into custody. The officer has been taken to an area hospital and is being treated for injuries to her hip area, her leg, and her pelvis. The driver of the vehicle is taken to Lincoln Hospital with gunshot wounds to her chest and left side of her torso, where she is listed in critical but stable condition. In addition to the robbery pattern I've already mentioned, it should be noted that 2 of the suspects arrested today were also recently arrested for the involvement in an additional carjacking and robbery on January 22nd, which occurred in the Bronx. This investigation is ongoing, and we will keep you apprised of updates as they happen. Questions?
What types of robberies were there?
They were street robberies. There were two carjackings and the other street robberies where they grabbed purses and cell phones.
The officer's hurt in the hip, but what's her condition?
She's in stable condition right now. They're checking her out.
The situation in the 6-1, did they steal an additional car after that hit run?
Yes, they abandoned the car that they had stolen in the Bronx in the 6-1 precinct, carjacked another car, which is the car you see parked behind us.
Well, just to clarify the precincts and the boroughs.
Okay. It starts in the Bronx in the 4-1 precinct.
Right.
They go down to Lower Manhattan in the 13th precinct and do a street robbery. Then they go into Brooklyn, the 6-1 precinct, where they do a street robbery, a grand larceny, and then another carjacking. 3 separate crimes in the 6-1 precinct.
Any sense of why those individuals were here in the Bronx by the courthouse? Was one of them in court today related to their initial arrest?
One was in court related to an additional incident, not related to that arrest.
Did they have any weapons?
Still in the process of looking through the car, but in one of the robberies, a knife was used.
Was this an attempted escape on behalf of the individual who was in court?
They were trying to get away. When the cops came running up to them, uniformed cops came running up, she pushed it into reverse and pinned the cop against the car. So yeah, they were trying to get away, I think.
Time frame from the beginning of robbery pattern to this point?
6 o'clock yesterday morning in the 4-1 precinct. It started till 11 o'clock this morning.
All right, guys, 1 or 2 more?
The suspects are?
I don't have that right now.
You know what happened here in Sheridan? In their relationship?
One of them had an appearance at court.
Was he escaping that appearance?
No, they finished their court appearance and came back out to the car, it appears.
How many times the cops did you track?
One at a time. Hold on a second, excuse me. How was that?
Was that appearance related to
No.
the carjacking arrest?
No.
Last question over here.
How many times did the cops shoot
I was still looking at it. Looks 2 to 3 times.
Is this a car stolen or?
Yes, that's a car that was stolen in a carjacking in the 6-1 precinct.
Guys, thank you
guys,
very
thank
much.
you.
Thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Carlos. The suspect, the one who hit the
Someone's notebook.